Hello, everyone, and welcome. I appreciate you all being here. I apologize in advance if I sound tired or stumble on some of my words. My my brain hasn't been cooperating with me lately. My head, but nonetheless, thank you all for being here. No matter if you're a skeptic or a supporter or anyone in between, I want to help as many people as I can, and that's all. So. As long as you're listening, no matter if you're a skeptic or, well, the others, then you're processing the information, you're understanding it, and if it comes up, when it comes up, some of you at least, part of you, will be prepared, and that's all that matters. Now, I've probably rambled already for at least a minute, so we'll go ahead and start the presentation. Now, TARP, or the TARP, I know, or the alternate reality paradox, is a framework suggesting that for infinite possibilities. Think of everything from dreams to random ideas of worlds in your head to anything in between exist. And each of those is measured on a 3-point scale: favorable, unstable, or null zone, or the 1, 2, 3. Personally, I prefer the 1, 2, 3. I don't exactly agree with the named labeling of some of it, but yeah. So for the purpose of this, I'm probably just going to stick with the 1, 2, and 3 scale when I talk about these with you. Alright, so first I want to talk to you about levels 1 through 2 and the levels in between. So basically, these are realities where conditions are generally positive. Events, environments, and circumstances align in ways that support stability, growth, and well-being for the most part. The safest thing about these realities actually is the fact that they follow a set of, we'll call them unbreakable rules. Rules that can't be manipulated with, can't be hijacked. So basically, you are safe to a certain extent, but some of these realities, you should think of them more as, once your soul is there, good luck ever leaving, basically. Yeah. But they are the safest out of all these on the list, just for the fact that they cannot be tampered with. Alright, so here's where things get a little bit sketchy. You have level 2.1 and 2. Basically, these are the realities. Think of where we are right now, the reality that we're in, I believe, where somewhere is either in the 2.1 to 2. Well, it's hard to say, and I'll explain, but basically it's a medium risk zone. It's susceptible to anomalous interference, minor distortions, data view loops, little inconsistencies. To make it kind of put it in a way that you can understand, think of ghost and folklore thing, all that stuff. That is basically a side effect of being here. You know, there's things that, whether we like on the boundaries of our reality, that are just begging and asking to come in, and knocking and knocking and knocking, and sometimes they can open the door on their own, but more times than not, it takes a group of people to let them in, or one particular individual with a set of gifts, particularly coming from an older soul energy, interchangeable words, but you get the drift. Basically, you're not safe here. Something can happen, something might have already happened, or something will most certainly happen, but these aren't the most dangerous, like I said. You know, it's kind of less likely, but either way, you won't have to deal with it in your lifetime, most likely, so you're safe. Now, before we move on, there's one thing I forgot to mention, and I apologize for that. Any level 2 and above can become a higher level if somebody were to, or something was allowed to, get into the reality and basically hijack it. There's a different range of how horrible things can be, how horrible things are, unexplainable and unspeakable pain and suffering and all that jazz. And I'll do a presentation on that soon. But, fuck, sorry, I'm sorry. My head doesn't work right sometimes. So level 2.5 to 3, high susceptibility to reality hijacking from outside forces that can override natural laws. Frequent encounters with phenomena described as incomprehensible geometries, like, some reality warping entities that we'll get into, manifestations of parasitic consciousness. Now that's my least favorite, and that is probably the scariest. And of course, persistent ontological corruption. I'm sorry, it's literally my own words, and I can't read them for a reason, yes. Moving on. Now, level 3, the null zone, one of the only names I've kind of approved besides the 1, 2, 3 scale. Basically, if you're here and you can kill your preventing you when you're allowed to, I would suggest that you take the easy way out. But chances are, if it's that bad, bad enough to be a null zone, you'll probably be prevented by whatever entity has hijacked it, most likely. Or you'll do it and you'll end up someplace worse. Kind of how these things go, and yeah. I started making these things because it's completely possible that our reality could turn to a level 3, and in the event of it being a level 3, you need to make sure that you've put safeguards for you and your family. Sometimes it's better to open the door. I want you to find out who's doing this. I mean, can you really imagine throwing away a gift like this? For God's sakes, it's a fucking miracle.